Welcome back to Whatever You Need, the place where we go beyond the red carpets, beyond the staged smiles, and dive straight into the heartbeat of celebrity life. If you're one of those who believe that destiny has its own sense of drama, then tonight's story will sweep you away. Because what unfolded at Milan Fashion Week wasn't just about fashion. It wasn't about who wore what or which designer ruled the runway. It was about two hearts meeting again, unexpectedly, silently, and perhaps fatefully, under the golden lights of one of the world's most glamorous cities. We're talking about Özge Yağız and Gökberk Demirci, two stars whose chemistry once captivated millions and whose silence in recent years left fans wondering, was it really over? Before we dive into this cinematic reunion, make sure you hit subscribe, tap join if you'd like to support our work, and don't forget to like this video, because trust me, by the end, your heart might need a moment to recover. Once again, Milan Fashion Week dazzled the world. Designers, supermodels, influencers, every corner of the city pulsed with elegance, energy, and extravagance. But amid the glitter and flashes, one unexpected meeting outshone every sequin on the runway. That night, Özge Yağız arrived at the event like she had walked straight out of a dream. Her presence was pure grace, minimalist, elegant, and magnetic. Her sister, Özge Yağız, accompanied her, standing quietly by her side, as she always does, calm, observant, and protective. The evening seemed like any other until the crowd suddenly stirred, whispers, camera flashes, and then, silence. Because walking into that same venue, unannounced and with quiet confidence, was Gökberk Demirci. Yes, that Gökberk. The man whose name once seemed inseparable from Özge's. Those who were there say that for a brief, unforgettable moment, the entire atmosphere shifted. Özge's laughter froze midair as her eyes met his. The connection was instant, the kind of unspoken recognition only two people who've shared something real could ever understand. Witnesses described that glance as electric, a spark that cut through the crowd, through the music, through the flashing lights. And in that moment, the fashion capital of the world turned into a stage for something far deeper than couture, a love story rewritten in silence. Özge Yağız, ever the supportive sister, subtly stepped closer, resting a comforting hand on Özge's arm. Those nearby noticed, her gentle smile, the quiet reassurance, the protective instinct that spoke louder than any words. What made the night even more special was that, despite the elegance and cameras, everything about that reunion felt real. No staged PR, no forced posing, just two people reconnecting after a long silence. Later that evening, journalists caught sight of the two sharing a brief conversation near the side entrance of the event. Away from the noise, away from the chaos. According to eyewitness accounts, they stood close, speaking softly, smiling genuinely, a scene that felt less like gossip and more like a movie still. And if that wasn't enough, minutes later, they posed for a photo together, the image that would soon break the internet. Her soft smile. His familiar warmth. That one frame ignited a storm of hope in the hearts of their fans. Within hours, hashtags began trending across platforms. Hashtag #OzGyağız, hashtag Gökberk Demirci, and hashtag Milan Reunion flooded timelines. Comments poured in by the thousands. Look at the way they look at each other. You can't fake that kind of connection. Milan brought back the magic. Even Italian fashion journalists, usually focused on haute couture, couldn't help but mention the romantic Turkish reunion in their post-event coverage. Fans everywhere began speculating, was this destiny? Coincidence? Or perhaps a carefully planned surprise? Behind every love story, there's often an unsung hero. And this time, that hero might just be Özge Yağız. Sources close to the sisters revealed that Özge played a subtle but crucial role in orchestrating this meeting. She had been involved in planning parts of the Milan trip, from the event invitations to the Fashion Week schedule. Some believe Özge knew Gökberk would be there, and wanted her sister to face the moment she'd been avoiding. Others think it was pure coincidence. But one thing's certain, Özge's presence was the emotional anchor of the night. Fans on social media noticed this, too. Comments like, "This reunion has a sister's touch. Özge planned the most beautiful surprise ever," garnered thousands of likes and shares. Later that night, reports surfaced claiming that Özge and Gökberk were seen together near Piazza del Duomo, strolling through the soft glow of Milan's streetlights. Witnesses described them walking side by side, no drama, no pretension, just quiet laughter and soft conversation echoing through the evening air. Although they weren't holding hands, those who saw them said the comfort between them was undeniable, the kind of familiarity that doesn't fade even after time and distance. If those images ever surface, they will confirm what many already believe, that the love between Özge and Gökberk never truly vanished, it merely waited for the right city to bring it back to life. Alright, whatever you need family, we want to hear from you. Do you think this meeting in Milan was destiny's gentle push, or a perfectly timed reunion planned behind the scenes? Was Özge really the mastermind of this emotional night? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video if you believe in second chances. Also, hit join if you want to help us bring more heartfelt stories like this straight to your feed. Because here, at Whatever You Need, we don't just talk about fame, we talk about the emotions that fame tries to hide. The beauty of this story lies in its simplicity. Two souls once written in the same script, now meeting again under the dazzling lights of Milan. Özge, with her calm strength and radiant elegance, became the star of the night. Italian designers reportedly showered her with praise. Her choice of minimalist style drew comparisons to old Hollywood glamour. Meanwhile, Gökberk's charisma turned heads the moment he entered the venue. His perfectly tailored look, his composed smile, everything about him whispered confidence, maturity, and maybe, nostalgia. When the two finally stood side by side for that now famous photo, the world held its breath. It was more than an image, it was closure, reconnection, and perhaps a quiet new beginning. Neither Özge nor Gökberk has made an official statement yet, and that silence only adds to the intrigue. But in the echo of that Milan night, one thing feels certain: some stories never truly end, they simply pause, waiting for a setting grand enough to resume. And what better place than Milan, a city where art, emotion, and fashion intertwine? So, was it love reborn? A coincidence written by fate? Or maybe, just maybe, the universe's gentle reminder that true connection never disappears completely? Whatever it was, it reminded everyone that Milan Fashion Week isn't just a stage for designers, it's a stage for destiny. Thank you for watching Whatever You Need, where we turn celebrity stories into living emotions. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you subscribe, like, and join our growing family to keep the light on for the next big story. Until next time, stay stylish, stay curious, and remember, behind every runway flash, there's a heartbeat waiting to be heard.